7 reasons why a lady may not be married after many years in a relationship. Now, you have to understand some fundamental fact that I want to show you here. Marriage is not just about dating for many years. So that you dated somebody for many years does not guarantee marriage. Number two, time in a relationship does not automatically produce commitment. You must understand that how long you spend with somebody in a relationship does not equal commitment. You need to understand this. And so with this understanding, it will help you to, not to be in a relationship for too long and then end up regretting. Number three, many people stay in a relationship hoping that things will change while ignoring signs, pattern, and spiritual realities. So the reason why most people are in relationship and it does not end up in marriage is that they ignore signs. There are signs, there are patterns, and there are spiritual realities that you see in the relationship. You ignore it and thinking that with time, things will change. I've often said this, that things don't change with time. It's what you do in time that changes things. All right. Now, number four, the truth is marriage is spiritual. You must understand that marriage is very spiritual. Second of all, marriage is emotional. Then number three, practical and intentional. Marriage is spiritual, marriage is emotional, marriage is practical, and marriage is intentional. Now, the Bible said in the book of Amos 3:3, can two walk together except they be agreed? So if there is no agreement in any union, then that relationship cannot produce marriage. All right. All right. So here we want to look at practical, real life reasons. Many relationships remain stagnant, and we want to provide some biblical solutions to them. And I want you to join me on this journey, and I hope this will be a blessing to somebody. Now, number one reason why a lady can be in a relationship for a very long time, but it does not end up in marriage. Number one is lack of clear purpose from the beginning. This is the first reason why many relationships don't end up in marriage. Lack of purpose, understanding purpose from the beginning, lack of clear purpose from the beginning. Many ladies enter relationship without asking critical questions. Where is this relationship going through? You need to ask questions. When you are in a relationship with somebody, after few weeks, few months, you need to have clarity where you are going so that you don't tie your destiny down, tie your life down only after 5 years to realize that there was no relationship at all in the first place. So the first question is, where is this relationship going to? Number two, what does the man truly want? What do you want? You must ask the man, what do you want? Do you want somebody that you are going to be having fun with, or you have somebody you truly want to marry? You ask the question, what do you really want? Number three, you ask the question, is he ready for marriage? Is he ready for marriage? Is he ready for marriage? You need to ask, and then not just ask, you need to observe to see if the man is ready for marriage. Some relationships starts from loneliness. People come into relationship because they are lonely, all right? And then some come into relationship because of pressure. And other people come into relationship because attraction, and some for financial help, not purpose. Most relationships are these four basic reasons are why they come into it. Number one, loneliness, pressure. Number two, attraction and financial help. But the real reason why you should be in a relationship is because of purpose. Because purpose is what gives clarity to everything. A man who is not intentional may enjoy companionship for years without planning marriage. So if there are no intentionality on the man's side, he can be with you for many years, enjoying your companionship and have no plan for marriage. And so that will mean that your time is being wasted because you know that a woman's time and a man's time are not the same. Now, let's look at the everyday mistake every lady make that ends up keeping them in a particular position where they are in a relationship for years and it does not mature into marriage. Number one, assuming love automatically means marriage. That somebody loves you does not mean they will marry you. This is the hard truth. So don't assume that love automatically means marriage. All right. Number two, avoiding serious conversation because of fear. Now, one of the reasons why many ladies will end their relationship not getting married is that they avoid hard conversation. They are afraid that if I ask this question, he might walk away. Ask the question, let him walk away. Then you can start all over again. Number three, staying because we have already spent many years together. Spending many years together is not a guarantee of marriage. I've said it before that how long you spend together does not bring commitment. So no matter how long you've been with person, if you are seeing this video and you are in a relationship with somebody that is not defined, is not going anywhere, year in, year out is the same thing, I like to advise you to pull out now. You still have the time. Pull out now. All right. Now I'm staying because we have spent many years together. Now, the truth of the matter is that if you have spent many years together and the man is not showing commitment, he's not going to show commitment anytime soon. He's going to end up wasting your time and wasting your life. And so, the best thing you can do for yourself is to walk away from that relationship. Now, let's look at the biblical truth that you must pay attention to. It said, "Can two walk together except they agree?" So, the secret to any relationship ending in marriage is this: agreement must exist before movement. So before you make any movement with anybody, you must have what? Agreement of where you're going. Vision must be clear before emotional investment. Before you start investing your emotion, vision must be clear. Where are we going? What is the essence of this relationship? Now, this is my clear-cut solution to every young lady there who is in a relationship. Maybe you have been there for a year, 2, 3, or thereabouts. Hear what I'm going to tell you. Number one, ask clear question early. If you have not asked any questions, start asking questions now. Call your guy, sit down with him and ask questions. Number two, define the relationship. What is this relationship all about? Both of you should sit down and define the relationship. Somebody cannot be sleeping with you. You cannot be cooking for the person, washing his clothes, doing all of those chores, and there is no definition of what is going on. You call your girlfriend for 7 years. You are a girlfriend 7 years. Wake up. Even somebody who is working in a company, they promote them. If you are a girlfriend, it's time to promote you to a wife. All right. Number three, know his vision concerning marriage. Ask him, what is your vision concerning marriage? Ask the question. Number four, do not ignore any form of inconsistency you find. If you find inconsistency that every time you raise the subject of marriage, he gets angry, he gets violent, and he walks away, it simply means that marriage is not going to happen in that relationship. You may be wasting your time. All right. So this is the scripture I will leave with you before I take the second one, is where there is no vision, the people perish. Proverbs 29 verse 18. So if there is no vision, that relationship is going to destroy you. You're going to waste your time, waste your life, and you know that age is not going to be on your side by the time you realize it. So wake up now and make that move. All right. Number two reason why relationship that has been long never ends in marriage is because they ignored red flag because of emotion. Don't ignore red flags because of emotion. Because you have had emotional investment does not mean you will close your eyes to the red flags that are around. All right. Many people they see the warning signs early. Now, what are the warning signs you must watch out for so that you know that this relationship can't end in marriage, or that person cannot be somebody you will spend your life with? Number one, anger issue. Somebody that every little issue, there's an outburst of anger. An outburst of anger that will result into violence or slapping or beating or shouting or insulting or name calling, the issue of anger. If the person has an uncontrollable anger, that relationship should end. You can't manage it. The person needs to see a therapist. All right. Number two is cheating. Somebody you are in is always cheating on you. It's an indication that that relationship will never end in marriage, because the man is not focused. He's distracted at the moment. So he does not have what it takes to put himself together to see your parents, because he's a cheater. So the best thing to do is what? End the relationship. All right. These are red flags you don't want to play with. Number three is irresponsibility. When you find a person who is not responsible, there's nothing you can do about it. Time won't change it. Staying longer with the person won't make him responsible. Irresponsibility is a state of mind that has been programmed, and the person needs to intentionally reprogram himself to begin to become very productive. Number four is addiction. If you find addiction in a person, addiction to pornography, addiction to drugs, or addiction to smoking, addiction to drinking, womanizing, and all of that, if you find this addiction, then there are red flags that you cannot deal with. You can't correct it. You can't change it. So if you see, don't say time will change it. Time doesn't change things like this. Allow the person to heal, to find solution for themselves. Find your own way and live your life. You are not a therapist. All right. And marriage is not 2 days. It's not 3 days. It's for life. So if you ignore these signs and continue with that relationship, if eventually it matured into marriage, it means you will endure all your life. Number four is disrespect. somebody who does not respect you, somebody who calls you name, insults you at every slightest provocation, is not somebody you should be with. That's a very bad red flag. And finally, lack of spiritual seriousness. Somebody who is not serious with God, who does not believe in Jesus, who does not serve God, is not somebody you want to spend your life with. And don't tell me that time will change them. Please, time doesn't change people. It is what people do in time that change them. So if the person remains the same, it will remain like that. Even in marriage, it will become stronger and more louder than you can ever imagine. Now, I said this, but they ignore this, hoping that marriage will change the person. I've said earlier, marriage doesn't change people. Marriage reveals how unchanged they were. So the only time you can ever do anything with somebody that will result to change is when you are dating. And dating is a system by which you find if this person and you can go on this journey. So, but if you are paying attention to the wrong things, you will not see these red flags while they are even staring you on the face. All right. So, marriage cannot change anybody. Please note that and have peace. Marriage does not change people. Marriage reveals how unchanged or what manner of persons they have always been. Marriage will make it louder and make it bolder. Marriage does not change people. All right. Marriage does not fix character. It does not fix it. Marriage will not fix a character. Rather, marriage will reveal it more. It will reveal it more. So if the guy used to be angry before, marriage will reveal the other side of the anger. That is the violence and the beating and all of that domestic abuse. So marriage is going to reveal it, but marriage will never fix any character. All right. Understand this and have peace. So now these are the everyday mistake young ladies make. This video is specifically directed to young ladies. All right. Now, number one mistake that they make every day is this: defending bad behavior. I've seen a lady that is beaten by her husband, by her boyfriend, and she will always say he was just angry. I know he's going to change. Defending bad behavior. Somebody who is bad is bad. That is bad. Don't defend bad behavior. Don't say he's going to change. Don't say I was the one that provoked him. He was pushed to the wall. Don't defend bad behavior. All right. Number two, defending bad. That number one is defending bad behavior. Number two, listening to emotion instead of wisdom. You listen to your emotion. People are telling you this guy cannot, you can't live with this guy, he's going to deal with you. You say, no, 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 no. He loves me, he buys me things. You are listening to your emotion. Listen to wisdom. There are many young ladies today that have been killed because they did not listen to wisdom. They listened to their emotion. Number three, remaining because of pity or fear of starting again. Listen, it is better to be alive and start all over than to remain and die. So don't ever be in a relationship out of pity. And don't be there because you are afraid of starting all over. Starting all over is not a big deal. It's a good deal. It's not a big deal. It's a real deal. If it is not working with you and that person, end it. Get your sanity back and then prepare yourself and launch out again. All right. Don't ever remain in anything that is not pushing your life forward because you are afraid of starting again. All right. So this is the biblical solution that I found out that will work for anybody. Before you get into any relationship, pray for discernment, not just emotional attachment. Pray for discernment. Ask God to open your eyes to see things that you may not naturally have seen by yourself. Ask God to show you things. It's called the prayer of discernment. To see things about the guy, the same thing about the guy, pray about the lady. God should give you discernment so that you'll be able to see things. Now, look at what Proverbs 22 verse 3 said to us. He said, the prudent man foreseeth evil. So when you pray for the prayer of discernment, God will open your eyes. You can see the evil before you enter marriage and now begin to discover. When you go for a date, most times, many things are maxed. You can't see them. Somebody is pretending, is being all nice and all good and all of that. But then, when you now enter marriage where you are 24 hours, there's no room for us and play anymore. Everything is bare. So he said, a prudent man seeth trouble from afar and he hides himself. And the reason why he could do that is because he has prayed for discernment and he's asking God, I trust you to guide me to make this one decision, because the decision for marriage is a critical decision. Now, these are my practical solution. Number one, observe patterns, not promise. Don't let promise sway you off your feet. Don't let the words say to you, cover your eyes. Observe the patterns. Pay attention to patterns. In any relationship when you are going out with the person, pay attention to the things they do more than what they say. Because in their doings is the revelation of the things about them that their words will never communicate. So pay attention to what patterns not promise. Number two, listen to wise counsel. Have a mentor. Have a mentor. Somebody you share, somebody who has been in marriage, who has been in a relationship ahead of you, who has gone through this journey, and share the things you are experiencing with this person so they can give you a wise counsel. Number three, stop spiritualizing obvious dysfunction. And you find somebody who is dysfunctional in their behavior, dysfunctional in their character, don't spiritualize it. Don't say God is going to change him. Hello, are you the God that will change him? Wait till God change him now. If he cannot change, leave him and let God change him, maybe for somebody else. God has, listen, every human on earth, every man, woman has a mate. Every man, woman has a mate. One of the most dangerous things that will happen to you is to meet the wrong person in life, But everyone has a mate. Your mate is somewhere. And so if this person is not the person, please walk away. All right. Number three. Now, the number three reason why this is one of the most dangerous of them all. The number three reason why many relationships don't end in marriage is living like husband and wife before marriage. And this is the mistake most ladies do. The moment you are in a relationship with a man, you pack your bag and you leave your father's house and you move into the man's house. That's a big mistake. That marriage will never end. That relationship may never end in marriage. Why? I'll tell you why. When a relationship is already provided sex, what is the need of paying the bride price? When I can have your body, I don't need to go further trying to pay the bride price. All right. When a relationship has already provided what is called emotional dependency, you have given him everything a wife should give to a husband, everything a husband should give to a wife. You're already providing it. Then what will make the man be motivated to go and see your parents? Number three, domestic benefit. You are already cooking, washing his clothes, cleaning his house. You're already living like a wife. The man will have no motivation to go and see your parents. In most cases, I know some of you are going to argue, but this person did it and eventually got married. That person didn't eventually got married. Listen to me, that somebody did something and it worked for them doesn't mean that's the right thing. The right standard is you are not supposed to move into the man's house for any reason whatsoever. You are permitted to visit and go, and you are not permitted to spend the night. As long as you are not married, you are not permitted to spend the night. So you must be able to keep that distance, and every benefit he desires of you, he should pay the price before you start giving it to them. All right. Now, without covenant, some men lose urgency for marriage. So if you break the edge and you come into his house and there's no covenant, that there's nothing he has been able to do, see your parents, see your mom, see your dad, and then you're already servicing him, the man will lose the urgency for marriage. After all, I already have the cow. Why should I pay for the milk? When I can access the milk, why should I pay for the cow? So the man already has access to the milk. Why should he pay for the cow? So you need to understand, why buy the cow when the milk is free? As harsh as this sounds, this is the reality of many cases. The man is having everything. He's having you are servicing him domestically. He has emotional dependency. He has you for sex. What is he pursuing? What will make him go and see your parents? You have given him literally everything for free. And there will not be any value or respect. And at that point, it is difficult for you to walk away. You know why? Because you are putting so much commitment. All right. So it is a mistake that you must not make. This is the reason why you can be in that relationship for 18 years, 10 years, 7 years, 14 years, and no marriage. All right. Now, this is the everyday mistake, moving in together too early. When you begin a relationship with somebody, please remain in your father's house. Before you met the man, don't you have a house? Where were you staying? Remain there. Don't move into his house just because you are dating him. You can come in once in a while to see one or two things you can help him do, talk and all of that. But every wifey assignment only happen when the covenant has been tied. If that is not the case, that relationship may end up disappointing you at the end of the day. All right, the other one is acting married without commitment. The next thing is acting married without commitment. Most women act married. Most men act married with a woman. You are already living together. You are already living together. Now your undies are in his house. Your nightie is in his house. Everything about you is before him. Those things are supposed to be for married couples. And the last time we checked, you are not married. You are just in a relationship. So why is your undies in his house? Why are your nightgown in his house? What is he doing there? Don't you have a home where you came out from? So if you continue this way, there's no way the man is going to make any effort to see your parents. Every time you raise the subject of seeing your parents, he will postpone it because he already has. So some ladies go as far as even getting pregnant. I'll tell you this off straight up. Any relationship that you have with a man before marriage and both of you sleep together, trust will never exist again. Go and find it out. There will not be trust in that relationship. Now, the third thing that every mistake people make, everyday mistake, is what? Removing boundaries. In every relationship that you are in, put boundaries. There must be boundaries. Boundaries are not against relationship. They don't destroy relationship. They actually protect you. They protect both of you. There must be boundaries. Don't remove your boundary just because you are in a relationship. Don't lower your standard. That's what I mean. Don't lower your standard. Just because you are in a relationship with somebody doesn't mean you should lower your standard. Your standard remains until the necessity, the requirement, the things that are needed are done. You don't lower your standard for any reason whatsoever. Don't lower your standard. Let your standard remain. And so that is the only way you can protect yourself. All right. Now, this is the biblical principle that I want you to adopt. If you're watching me or you watch this video anywhere, number one, God honors covenant and order. God honors covenant and order. Wherever there is covenant and order, God will honor it. So when you keep covenant and you keep order, God will honor you. All right. So Hebrews 13 verse 4, the Bible declares marriage is honorable, bed undefiled. Marriage is honorable, bed undefiled. So the solution that I will give to you, if you're in a relationship, even if you have gone, broken some of these things I've mentioned, you are doing some of them, but you can restore them by saying, restore. First thing is restore boundary. If you want that marriage to migrate from that relationship to move into marriage, restore back the boundaries. Stop sleeping with him. Stop sleeping with him. Stop everything you have been doing. I know you will say, if I stop, he might look for somebody else. If you look for somebody else, that means you were never the person. Sometimes you allow people to express themselves so that you know who they truly are. And that will have saved you if you have gone into the relationship and you found out after you're in the relationship that you are really not the person, that the man is in love with somebody else, not you. All right. Number one is restore the boundary. Number two is stop building counterfeit marriage. Stop building counterfeit marriage. You are not married. Stop acting like a wife. Stop acting like a wife. Stop wearing nightgown in his house. You are not his wife. You are his girlfriend. Wives, they pay bride price on their head. Wives are handed over. The father will hand you over to him. If that has not happened, you are a girlfriend. You are not legal. You are not legitimate. So if tomorrow he marries somebody else, you are just his girlfriend, and there's nothing you can do. And there are many ladies who have done this over the years, and they ended up regretting it. So please do well to do what? Don't build counterfeit marriage. Don't deceive yourself. Don't live in another world and be, imagining things that does not exist. Number three, purity does not chase real love away. It reveals true intention. When you install purity, it does not chase true love away. It actually reveals real intention. When you set the boundary of purity and you say this relationship is built on purity, real intentions are revealed. If the man was in that relationship just to have you for a fun and to enjoy himself, it will be revealed the moment you set the boundary of purity. So I said here, purity does not chase real love away. It reveals true intentions. When you set the boundary of purity, true intentions are revealed. And then you can know what is the mind of the person you are in that relationship with. All right. Number four, the fourth reason why many long relationship doesn't end in marriage is fear of confrontation and settling for less. The fear of confrontation and settling for less. Now, some ladies avoid difficult conversation. This is one of the problems with most ladies. They avoid difficult conversation because the fear of losing the relationship. So they don't want to have difficult conversation. They are fear of confronting the man. This relationship, where is it going to? We have been here for 1 year, 6 months. Or God, what is the plan? You are afraid of confronting him, asking him questions. I'm not saying be violent. I'm asking, ask question. To confront somebody is to ask him the real question face to face. All right. They are afraid of difficult conversation because they are fear of losing the relationship. So many of them remain silent. They remain silent and they are dying inside. All right. But married, they remain silent about marriage plan. What is the marriage plan? They will not ask the man any question. They are silent because they don't want to lose the relationship. But eventually, if you don't ask the question, you will end up losing the relationship. So you must ask the question, what is the plan for marriage? When? What is the plan? Number two, what is the future goal? What are the goals that you have? See, marriage is not just I love you, you love me. Because in marriage is not just sex that will happen. Many other things keep marriage going. All right. Marriage, love can bring both of you together. Love is the base, but there are so many other things that is needed for the marriage to be sweet. All right. Number three is commitment timeline. So, what is the commitment timeline for us in this relationship? How long do we get committed to take this into the next phase, not just keep it at the periphery of relationship, my girlfriend. When do we take this commitment to a next level commitment? All right, family concerns. All right, what are your family concerns? Ask them, do your family approve of me? Do they like me? Or do your family marry from my tribe? Do they like my tribe? You ask what are your family concerns, because sometimes the family may say, we don't like this lady, and the man will be hiding it from you and just keeping you there. And maybe after 7 years, you say, well, I've tried to convince my mom and my dad, but they are saying no. So I don't think we can continue after 7 years. No. So ask hard questions. What are your family concerns? All right. Then silence can prolong confusion. If you don't ask questions, you will end up remaining confused in that relationship. Silence prolongs what? Confusion. So everyday mistake that you must avoid as a young lady is pretending everything is okay. Don't pretend everything is okay. If it's not working, ask question. It's not okay with me. Listen, I've been with you for 2 years, and 2 years there is no meaningful thing I can say that we have achieved as in this relationship. Whether we are getting married or whether we are moving to the next phase, I don't know. We are just here, year in, year out. Nothing new is happening. So don't make the mistake of thinking that everything will be fine. So pretending everything is okay is an everyday mistake you must not make. Number two, accepting excuses year after year. Don't worry, next year. Don't worry, next year. Don't worry, next year. Things didn't work out this year. We'll work it out next year. You have been doing that next year. Now it's 4 years. Wake up. Number two, losing self-worth in order to keep somebody. Another reason mistake you make every day is to lose your self-worth just because you want to keep somebody. Listen, your life is not incomplete. Your life is complete. The reason why you can find a husband or find a wife is because you are complete. As long as you have the concept of you being incomplete, nobody can complete you. Nobody can complete you. Your completion is in you and your maker. That's why singlehood is a priceless moment of your life, because it is a system through which you discover everything you are. And it is when you come to that point where you can live by yourself, you are happy with yourself, then you are ready to accommodate somebody else in your space. All right? So don't lose your self-worth just because you want to keep somebody. All right. So the biblical solution I have for you is speak truth with wisdom and confidence. I didn't say go and shout on the man, but speak truth. Oga, we have been here 2 years. So I was 28 years when we started. Today I'm 29 years, or I'm 30 right now. I don't know what's good. So let's talk. What's going on really? What is the plan? Speak truth with what? wisdom and confidence. Now, the Bible says in the book of Ephesians 4 verse 15, it says speaking the truth in love. So you can speak truth in love. Not every truth you speak in harshness or anger or bitterness or anything. You can actually speak truth in love. You can actually speak truth in love. You can literally speak truth in love. All right. So the practical solution that I have for you is, number one, have a mutual conversation. Have a mutual conversation. Both of you should have what I call mutual conversation. Conversation where both of you talk real talk and be open to one another. The truth must be told. Mutual conversation. Number two, set healthy expectations. All right, set healthy expectations. Number three, know what is waiting before. Know when waiting become wasting. Yes. Know when waiting become wasting. If waiting has become wasting in that relationship, walk away. Walk away. All right. Number five, spiritual and disconnection and ignoring God's leading. That's another reason why many relationships don't end up in marriage. It is called spiritual disconnection and ignoring God's leading. Sometimes God is warning you about the relationship, but you are not paying attention. Some relationships continue only because of emotional attachment, when God may have been warning the person for years. There are relationships like that. God has been warning you, walk out of this relationship. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. But because of the emotional investment, that's why we say when you are in a relationship with somebody, don't get too much. Because longevity of time does not equal commitment. So be careful not to give emotional investment. So detachment will not become difficult for you when God wants you to walk away, because then you will say, I've put so much. It becomes difficult. All right. Not every relationship is God ordained. Not every relationship is God ordained. Now, signs that you must pay attention is any relationship that is constantly full of confusion. You are always confused anytime you're with this person. That's the first sign. It means that this relationship, God is telling you to walk away from. Two, you lose your peace. The way God communicates in relationship most time is peace. So you can be in a relationship with somebody and you pray about it and ask God, is this the person? And God will now give you the sign peace. Even when God will give you peace, everything around the person's life may not be perfect. But the way God communicates to us, the sign he gives to us is peace. So when you pray next for that relationship, watch out for peace. If you pray about the person and you are restless, it means that even if everything is perfect at the moment, it means there is no future between both of you. So peace is one of the indices. Number two, endless circle. When you find a relationship that is going on an endless circle, year in, year out, the same pattern, year in, year out, the same pattern, is a sign that God is wanting you to walk away from that relationship. Number is no progress. No progress. Since you met this person, your life has never moved forward. You have never moved forward in any area of your life. That's an indication that that relationship should not continue. Then you talk about continuous compromise, a relationship that makes you compromise your standard, compromise your boundaries, compromise your standard. That relationship should come to an end. You should break out of it. God is wanting you to walk away. If you continue that relationship, you may end up regretting it. Now, the biblical insight I'm going to give is from the book of Proverbs 3 verse 5. It says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. What that means is that if God is leading you, even though you have been there for 2 years, trust God. He has something better for you. Trust God, because God can tell you to walk out of a thing that you have spent time in if he sees that there's danger for you there. Sometimes we are too blind to see beyond our eyes. So if God is warning you, trust him. He has something better for you. All right. So this is the solution I want to give. If you will listen to them, pray sincerely about your relationship. Do not go into any relationship without praying. Pray sincerely about your relationship. Number two, fast for clarity. Take a day or two and fast. Ask God clear, because marriage is not 2 days, it's not 2 years, it's a life journey. And can I tell you something? Divorce is not something you want to experience. Divorce is a terrible experience. A terrible experience. So that's the reason why if you have fast to have clarity, Lord, is this the person? Give me clarity. All right. Number three, seek godly counsel. You must have a pastor. Must have a mentor, somebody who has been on that journey before. Anywhere you are going to, the way to arrive there quicker is to find somebody who has arrived. They will show you the best way to go. So find a person who can counsel you, a godly person that can counsel. I said godly, godly. I use the word godly that can counsel you, because there are so many people who are not godly at all. One of the things I warn young ladies about is that if you are married, make sure your friends are those who honor the house, because the kind of friends you keep may end up destroying your home. Be willing to obey God even when it pains you. That's my. If God say walk away, walk away. Even if you have spent 10 years, you have spent 5 years in that relationship, walk away. All right. Finally, delayed obedience can produce delayed settlement. So if you stay too long in that relationship, you might lose the next person that God has prepared for you. So if God is warning you, you that will ever watch this video or see this clip, if God is warning you to walk away from a relationship, I want to advise that you obey God quick. Do not delay, because delayed obedience can also mean delayed settlement. Number 6, choosing potential over responsibility. Don't marry potential. Oh, the guy is cute, but the guy is irresponsible. Don't marry potential. All right. Write this for now. Take note of the following thing. Potential is good, but responsibility is better. A responsible man is better than a man who has the potential to be responsible. When you find somebody who is responsible and somebody who has the potential to be responsible, which one do you prefer? I prefer the one that is responsible, not the one that has the potential. Because he might have the potential and never be able to. So don't marry potential, marry responsibility. All right. Now, some people date dreams instead of reality. You know that this guy is bad. This guy is not honest. But you keep living in the fantasy of maybe his bicep and all of those things. Listen, reality is this: you are not going to sleep with biceps. Bicep will not be forever. The only thing that remains constant in every relationship is the person. Is the person. Money may come and go, houses may come and go, but the only thing that remains genuine is who the person is. So don't marry dreams, marry reality. Who is this person? Does he care? Does he love you? Does he respect you? Does he value you? Does he honor you? Is more important than any other thing. Now, another thing you look at again is what the people dream instead of reality. He will change. Somebody who is very proud, somebody who is very arrogant, very angry, somebody very, very violent, and you are there saying that he will change. You are living in a dream world. Wake up. He will become serious one day. No, if he's not serious today, he won't become serious one day. If at this stage he's not serious, he will not become serious again. Walk away. All right. Number 3, he has a good heart. How can he have a good heart and he's beating you up? How can he have a good heart and he's already sleeping with you when he knows in deep down within you that he's not going to marry you? If he was his daughter, would he allow that? So don't say he has a good heart. Now, you must understand that meanwhile, he avoids responsibility. This person you are saying he has a good heart actually avoids responsibility. When you talk about marriage, he changed the topic. When he said, let's go and see my parents, he said, I'm busy. I don't have money now. He avoids responsibility. Anything that will make him responsible for what he has done, if you now tell him that you are pregnant, he say, remove it. He avoids responsibility. He lacks direction. The person you are defending lacks direction. He refuses to grow. He refuses to grow. So these are the signs we are looking at, that you are dating the wrong person. You are dating a dream, not a reality. He refuses to grow. And he's not prepared for leadership. He doesn't want to lead. Every time you talk about something, he pushes it back to you. Now you know what you go do what you're supposed to do about him. He doesn't want to take leadership. Marriage requires preparation. Marriage requires preparation. So anybody who is not prepared for marriage cannot be somebody you should spend your time with. Marriage requires preparation. So there are things that must be in place if this marriage is going to work. So if you must be in that relationship, don't date dreams, date reality. Is this guy prepared to take leadership? Because every woman needs a leader. All right. Now, everyday mistake that we make, everyday mistake that people make in relationship, falling in love with future imagination. Don't fall in love with. I see him when we get married. He'll be a darling husband. He's going to be a loving husband. He's going to be a fantastic man. That's imagination. Look at your current reality. This guy beats you up every slightest provocation. This guy has been with you for 5 years and he's refusing to see your parents. All right. Number two, confusing sympathy for compatibility. That's an everyday mistake. Confusing sympathy for compatibility. Number three, now, biblical principle that I must give you here: a man must prepare before building a house. Nobody builds a house without preparation. Nobody builds a house without preparation. So if he's going to build that marriage, he must prepare himself. He must have built himself. Now, one of the things you found in the life of Adam is that Adam was not in need of a woman. Adam never said, I needed a woman. You notice that Adam never said, God, give me a woman. It was God that found the need for Adam because Adam was sufficient in himself. Adam was happy with himself. Adam was fulfilling his destiny. And then God said, now that you have come to the point where you are living so full without having need of you, that thing you are not in need of, I will give you. Because anything you are desperately in need of, you are not ready for. So marriage requires preparation. You don't need a woman just because you have a penis. You don't need a woman just because your beards are growing. You must be prepared for it, because what it takes to manage a woman is not just having beards. It is responsibility. And responsibility is something you grow into. All right. Now, Proverbs 24:27 says, prepare the works without and make it fit for thyself in the field, and afterward build thy own house. So preparation is a requirement for any building whatsoever. So solution that I'm going to provide for you out there is this is what you look out for. Look out for consistency. Now, you must find out if the guy is consistent. Number two, look out for responsibility. Is he responsible? Number three, look out for spiritual maturity. Number three, look out for accountability. Can he be accountable? Who is he accountable to? Who does he answer to? Who does he respond to? Who say, hey, and he stops? Accountability. Number three, leadership. Can he lead? And not just sweet words. Look out for those things I mentioned, not just sweet word. Baby, you're so sweet. Baby, you are that. Or God, wake up. Madam, wake up. Look out for the fundamental things you need. What I just mentioned are the things you should look out for, not sweet words. All right. Now, number seven, and the final reason why many long relationships never end up in marriage. And the seventh one will blow your mind. Remaining in a relationship out of fear of starting again. There are many ladies today. They are in a relationship because they don't want to start again. The fear of starting again is what kept them there. They are not happy. They are not fulfilled. They are not satisfied, but they are there. Just because, how am I going to start all over? So if I just leave it now start all over again. Starting all over is not a big deal. It's the real deal. If this relationship is not working, don't die in it. Walk out. All right? All right, this one is the biggest trap. I call this one the biggest trap. After many years, some ladies stay because of age pressure. Age pressure. That's why I said when you ask questions from the beginning, you will not waste too much of your time with a person. Because if you don't ask right question, you can be in that relationship for 7 years. I've seen a relationship of 18 years that ended up breaking up at the end of the day. And the lady was now very, very advanced in age when they broke up. And so she's the one that is losing, because the timing of a woman is very important. You understand that your timing is very important. So, your prime is from the age of 20 down to 35. That's prime for you, 28, 29, 30. The lady should have been able to secure some fundamental thing, 30, 31 to 35. Once you enter 40, you are disadvantaged heavily. All right. That does not mean that something cannot happen, but really you are disadvantaged. All right. Okay. So age pressure makes some ladies stay in a relationship. Number two, public opinion. What people are going to say have made many ladies remain in a relationship that they truly know is not taking them anywhere. Number three, emotional investment. They have invested so much on this guy. So much emotional investment. That's why I said don't give too much too early. Ask questions before you start investing. Number four, fear of loneliness. Fear of loneliness. Can I tell you something? Loneliness is not a bad place to be. It is a place of discovery. Every great trees you see today were all lonely. Great people were one time lonely. Loneliness is not a destructive place, it's a place of great discovery. If you are never lonely, you will never discover. It was when Jacob was lonely that he was able to prevail. Loneliness is not a bad place, it's a place of discovery. Don't be afraid to be alone. Alone is a place where you discover great potentials, good abilities that you command. All right. So even when the relationship is clearly stagnant, they remain trapped because of the following. Oh, how am I going to start all over again? My age, what are people going to say? All of those kind. Listen, get out of that relationship. Get out. Start all over. It's not too late for you. It's not too late for you. At what age did Sarah give birth to a boy? At the age of 90. And Sarah nursed the baby and saw Isaac grow. So I'm not saying you're going to get to the age of 90, but I'm saying that it is never late when God is involved. All right. Now, what are the everyday mistakes you must watch out for? Number one, think I can start again. Thinking I cannot start again. Don't ever think you cannot start again. You can. You can start again. It's not late for you. All right. You can start again. Number two, allowing time invested to control destiny. Don't allow time you invested on that relationship to control your destiny. Don't let it control your destiny. Don't let it control your destiny. Confusing endurance with wisdom. Endurance is not wisdom. Endurance is not wisdom. All right. The guy is dealing with you. You are enduring, saying you are wise. You're not wise. You're foolish. Get out of that relationship. All right. Now, the biblical solution that the Bible gave that I discovered is God can restore lost years and redirect destiny. God is a restorer. So any wasted year can be restored. God has the ability to restore wasted years. And God can redirect your life and redirect your destiny. So God can restore lost years and redirect destiny. Now, Joel 2:25, it said, and I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten. God is a restorer. Practical solution: choose peace over prolonged confusion. If the relationship is not going where you desire, walk away with your peace. Peace is more important than prolonged confusion. Number two, trust God with your future. Trust God with your future. Number three, value purpose over pressure. Value purpose over pleasure. 1 year in the right relationship is better than 10 years in confusion. So that's my solution to you. So if you have been 10 years with a man and don't walk away, start over, you in 1 year with a right person, you will find fulfillment. All right. It's not supposed to be a do or die affair, by the way. Relationship is not a do or die affair. Now, these are the biblical key for relationship that leads to marriage. All right. So if you want your relationship to lead to marriage, please follow the following biblical keys that I'm going to give. Number one, put God first. A relationship without God may be excited but lack direction. It may have excitement, but it will lack direction. All right. So if the relationship is without God, it may have excitement, but it will lack direction. So they say, seek you first the kingdom of God. So put God first in all relations. Number two, date with intention. Date with intention. Know why you are dating. Know why you are dating. Don't date without intention. Anything without purpose will end up in abuse. Date with intention. All right. Marriage should not be a forbidden topic after years of together. Marriage should not be a forbidden topic. So there should not be a forbidden thing to talk about marriage. After being together for 2 years, we should talk about marriage. All right. Date with intention. Okay. Number three, maintain purity and boundary. Maintain purity and boundary is very important. Boundary reveals seriousness and then protects destiny. Boundary reveals seriousness and protect destiny. If the man cannot be patient until the right thing is done, he wants to have what he should have after marriage, then it means his intention was never to marry you. All right. Number four, seek wise counsel. Seek wise counsel. Do not isolate yourself emotionally. In every relationship you have people that can advise you. Seek wise counsel. In the multitude of counselors, there is safety. Proverbs 11:14. So seek wise counsel from people who have gone ahead of you. I've said that earlier repeatedly. Seek wise counsel. Now, number five, discern character early. Discern characters early is very important. Love without wisdom can become suffering. Discern characters. Look at the person's character more than you look at his promises. Don't allow promises sweep you off your feet. Just look at his character, because love without wisdom can become what? Suffering. So I said these are the things you should watch out for when you are looking at his character. When you are, I said, the son character early. These are what you watch out. Watch out for his what is he consistent in? Watch out for consistency. Watch out for honor. Who does he honor? Does he honor you? Does he honor time? Does he honor his words? Does he honor his promises? When he says a thing, does he keep to it? Watch out his honor. Then number two, watch out his responsibility. Is he responsible? Can he take responsibility for himself? Watch out his responsibility. Number three, watch out for his spiritual hunger. How hungry is he for God? How hungry is he for God? How desirous is he for Christ? All right. Then number four, watch out for honesty. Is he an honest person? Is he an honest person? All right. I said, learn to walk away when necessary. It's very important. Learn to walk away when necessary. It is better to walk away in a dating relationship than to end up in divorce. Divorce is more shameful but if you walk away when necessary, you'll be saving yourself. Not every ending is failure. Yes, not every ending is failure. Some ending are divine rescue. So when the relationship is not giving you what you want, it's not every ending. Any relationship that is ended that is a failure. Sometimes they are called divine rescue. God is rescuing you from a future destruction. So if the relationship ends, doesn't mean you are failed. Don't always say that the man left me. Am I a failure? You're not a failure. It could be that God wants to rescue you from an intending danger that you didn't see. All right. This is my final thought. Marriage is not secured. Marriage is not secured by beauty alone. You don't secure marriage by beauty alone. Just because you are beautiful does not mean you will get married. All right. You can be beautiful, you can be admired, but you will not be a wife material. So marriage is not secured by beauty alone. Marriage is not secured by years together. Now, if I've been with you 7 years does not mean that we are going to get married. Understand this truth and have peace. All right. Number three, marriage is not secured by sacrifice alone. Oh, I've given up so many things for you. I've done so many things for you. Oh, God, madam, calm down. Sacrifice does not secure marriage alone. All right. Emotional attachment does not secure marriage alone. All right. Marriage flourishes where there is what? Purpose. You must look out for purpose. All right. You must look out for intentionality. There must be intentionality in that marriage. Number three, spiritual alignment. This is what secures marriage. These are the things that if these components are in place, you are sure that this marriage is going to work. Number one is purpose, intentionality, spiritual alignment. Number four is responsibility. And number five is covenant. Never force what God is not building. If these things are not there, don't force it. Walk away. If these things are not there, don't force it, walk away. All right? And never ignore wisdom because of emotions. Never ignore wisdom. Never ignore wisdom because of what? Emotions. Finally, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtaineth favor from the Lord. With the above mentioned, if you follow these instructions clearly, you will end up that marriage, that relationship will eventually end up in marriage, and you will become the wife that a man can find. God bless you. I hope this helps you out. See you in my next class. God bless you.